First one was Disney's Red Tails, about the Tuskegee Airmen in World War II, the all-black fighter pilot squadron during World War II. Finally saw it. Anybody else seen it?
No, not really.
It's got Cuba Gooding Jr. and the other guy.
Terrence Howard.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are names.
You know Cuba Gooding Jr.
No
I know
fucking
faces.
shit.
I thought it was...
Was the dude from Glory Road, Derek Luke, was he in that?
Yeah. It was good.
Yeah, I'll pull. There's a girl, the Italian girl who was in it is on one of the NCIS Los Angeles show.
One guy, he sounded like Chris Tucker for like the first 5 minutes of him talking. I'm like, is that fucking Chris Tucker? No, it wasn't him. It would have been better if it was.
That's racist.
No, it's not racist. When the guy sounds like somebody else, that's not racism. God, stupid.
Neo was
asshole.
in that movie.
I don't know who that is.
Michael B. Jordan was in that movie.
Okay, IMDb. Nobody cares.
I'm looking up right now. That's the benefit of being not here, also being drunk.
Red Tails, I thought it was good, but it also skipped around a lot.
Wait, didn't we see that movie together?
No,
years ago.
I just watched the last movie we
Are
saw.
you sure? Are you sure?
The last movie we saw together was the fucking World War II, the one where they're going to save all the art from the Nazis.
No, we didn't see it in the theaters together, but we saw it on TV together.
That was that John Goodman, and who else was in it?
Yeah, no, that was Monuments Men. I remember that.
Monuments Men.
And we went to Applebee's, and there was a car fire there. That's a story for another episode. So
yeah, that's the last movie we saw together. I've legit
it was a great bro date. I appreciated it. So.
I've legit never seen this movie before. Both of these movies I've never seen before. And Red Tails, it was good.
Method Man was in it.
Nice story. I just thought it jumped around a lot. Like when the guy went to the POW camp and then suddenly he escaped, you're just like, whoa, 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 what the fuck happened? And then they'll be in the middle of a battle, an aerial battle, and then suddenly it's over with, and you're like, whoa, whoa, what the fuck? What happened? It was, and there was so much CGI. It was made in 2012. So that was the peak of the high tech CGI when it first started coming out.
Avatar.
Well, Bryan Cranston. You saw Bryan Cranston.
Bryan Cranston was the fucking racist.
He was the racist.
He was the racist colonel.
Yeah.
But but that movie, it was just way too much CGI. You can just tell all the scenery was fake. It was just. I don't know. It was all right. I mean,
well, it's an important movie, obviously, because this is a significant moment.
It's a story that needs to be told, but I feel like it could have been done better. It was
exactly.
It was a story that needed 3 hours to be told properly, and they did it in 90 minutes.
They tried to do the best they could. I get that. So
yeah. The other one was
the Red Tails. The Red Tails were true American heroes because they did the things.
They got
shitty.
They got shitty
hand-me-down
airplanes.
They did the things that no other people would do.
Yeah, they got shitty hand-me-down airplanes. They did the whole bomber escorts in the.
They took they were the escorts here to make sure that the bombers could fulfill their missions. If I
so basically,
right?
What they did was they sacrificed themselves to the Germans to protect the bombers, so the bombers can do their mission, and. They went from the shitty P-40s to the P-51 Mustang made by North American Aviation. My grandfather used to work for them, by the way. But nobody cares.
Right.
But,
so, I mean, it's not ridiculous to say the Red Tails and the Tuskegee Airmen were had a significant part in our victory in World War II.
Instead of losing 20 bombers every fucking bombing mission, they were losing maybe one.
Right.
And they didn't
because they understood we have to protect everybody. We are going to stay with these bombers and not chase.
And the bombers
and not chase everybody. So.
The bombers, you got one.
Not glory hunt.
You got one that's a plane that's probably 3 times more expensive than your fighter. And then 2, you got 10 human lives inside of one airplane opposed to one person in a fighter. So every time a bomber went down, you're losing 10 people. And
so we owe so much to the Red Tails for World War II. So.
Yeah, and then they took on. I feel like they should have done this better, but actually, they kind of overpowered how much the German jet engine fighter played in the role of the war.
Right. Yeah.
I think it was the 226 or the 262 German jet engine fighter, first of its kind, was the very end of the war. Like we're like knocking on Berlin's doorstep when that finally rolled out. That was like a last ditch effort thing for the Luftwaffe. They kind of made it like a big theme about the movie. So I don't know. It was definitely a significant thing because it changed the face of aviation and warfare ever since it got rolled out. But
the civil rights impact as well.
Yeah, but they made it sound like it was like a turning point in the war. The war was basically done when that shit came out. Like it was over. The writing was on the wall. Hitler was loading his fucking revolver to shoot himself in the face, even though he took a pill anyways. But
I thought it was a pill that got Hitler and his Eva Braun.
He ran away over to Argentina. But the second movie...
All right, Cliff Clavin.
The second movie I saw was the Russell Crowe one, Master and Commander. Y'all seen that?
Oh, that's been a long time since I've seen that.
It's he's the British captain.
He's a British sea captain.
It was during the Napoleonic Wars, and he was ordered to chase this
He was chasing a French battleship or something.
It was a French frigate that he was chasing around the tip of South America, around Cape Horn, because the French were trying to take their naval war over to the Pacific.
Yeah, I would have seen that.
Who else was it? The guy, Paul Bettany, who was
the guy that
Jarvis.
Played, the guy that played
Jarvis in the Avengers movie. Yeah,
he was the doctor.
He was the doctor.
Yeah.
There was a couple of other guys in there. I don't remember who they were off the top of my head.
And so,
I can look them up right here now. So
I'm watching this movie, and the first thing I'm thinking is, why are all these 12-year-old kids on this fucking boat? And why are they officers?
That was actually a good question with that movie. So
and then the fucking one kid, he got like shrapnel into his arm, and he did like a 15-second
amputated.
Yeah, a 15-second amputation. This guy, it's like, whoa, what the fuck? Like, one, why is this kid on the boat? And two, how amputation only takes 15 seconds? Like, the fuck? And then when he gets amputated, they still let him be an officer and fucking fighting. He's got a sword when they fucking jump on the French boat, and he's stabbing motherfuckers. Like, what he's
doing, he's like, I remember, like, his scene, like, he's ordering them to point, the 15-year-old kid is ordering them to point the cannons down at the French ship or something. He's got, like, his sleeve tucked in because he's only got one fucking arm from this. And he's freaking shooting people or something. I'm like, how the fuck does this guy reload?
And then the guy that commits suicide just to get the curse off the boat because they don't have any wings.
The quote-unquote, like, what, the Jonah complex? Or...
Yeah. And
it wasn't a Jonah complex. Was it a Jonah complex, I guess?
I don't fucking remember.
Because they referenced a biblical verse here because the dude, like, sacrificed another guy who was, like, lost at sea. And he held a and this dude to end like the curse, like to commit suicide, held a cannonball.
Yeah, he jumped into the ocean with a cannonball, so he wouldn't come back up.
Because it's been probably 15 years since I've seen this movie.
Well, it was the first time I seen this movie. It was really good. It was really good. Lack of sea shanties. There was only like 3.
Remember, they're British, so...
British don't like to have...
But I do remember the movie was actually, like, really good. The problem that the movie had, like, come award season, I think it came out the same time as the third Lord of the Rings movie, The Return of the King.
Yeah, so, I don't know.
It won 0 awards.
It was good. I liked it. I would, if it was on TV right now, I'd watch it again. It was... And the fact that he kept using their fucking ship as like a cruise boat. Let's go back to the Galapagos. Let's go hang out in the Galapagos. And every time the doctor got on the fucking island to collect all this shit, something always happened. Like the fucking French ship they were chasing, he sees it in the
Didn't
bay.
the doctor perform surgery on himself in that?
Yeah, he did. So the guy, his name was Mr. Higgins, was their backup surgeon. And he was like,
Higgins, please! Like, and he's like trying to like maneuver it with like a mirror or something.
Yeah, so a Marine was trying to shoot a bird off of the coast of the
and he shot the doctor.
Islands, and he shot the doctor right in the stomach. And so Mr. Higgins couldn't do. He told Russell Crowe, "I can't do this surgery on a rocking ship." So he used that as an excuse to go to the Galapagos Islands after he broke his promise to the doctor that he would have a couple days to go on the Galapagos Islands to kind of do his research and everything. And so he had to do his surgery, like looking at a mirror. And the cook was holding the mirror, and every time he was trying to cut himself open or whatever, he would look away and move the mirror. And it was a good movie. I liked it. I would say it's more historically accurate than Red Tails was. So,
what movie have you still not seen that you would think the general public has seen?
I don't know. I just go on Amazon Prime.
Well, again, I'm not surprised you're seeing Master and Commander because it is a war-based movie, and that is kind of up your alley.
I just go on Amazon Prime. I got Starz, Showtime, and HBO on Amazon Prime.
Let me think.
And whatever just shows up on there and I think is good, I'll watch. Like
You've
right
seen
now,
Wizard
fucking
of Oz,
Eurotrip
right?
is on there. I've seen Wizard of Oz. I'm not...
Dude, Eurotrip is so fucking good.
Fuck you. Okay.
Eurotrip is a great movie.
What movie do you think that most people have seen that you haven't?
I don't fucking know. Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter.
That would be those. Well, hold on, which Harry Potter?
I haven't seen any of them, any of the series, none of them.
I'm so surprised.
That's a little surprising considering how
the only person
big
in the world
a deal.
That
I have not seen.
Yeah, just saying, dude. I don't consider myself a huge like Harry Potter fan, but even I've like read the books and seen the movies.
I have not done either. I've not read the books or seen Lord of the Rings. TV shows, never watched Game of Thrones.
I know we haven't broke down like the central divisions yet of baseball, but I've read Moneyball, and it's actually sitting in my car right now. That and Brian Kenny's book, Ahead of the Curve. I will tell you something. I hate the movie now.
Why?
I hate the movie Moneyball because I read the book.
Okay. Is there a certain aspect that the book portrays?
They don't talk like people like whoever like people who argue like as far as like the sabermetrics community in baseball, when they argue like, oh, the movie didn't talk about pitching. Did you read the book? No, then you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, ass face.
That's aggressive. But, I mean, it's probably true.
No, because the book actually talks about like as far as like you guys have you guys seen the movie?
Yeah, I've seen the movie.
I know James and I have seen the movie. It was one of those like
many
cheap
times.
like Walmart purchases. Yep. But like Chad Bradford has a small role in the movie. In the book, it's a significant role in the book.
Yeah. Because
they analyze like why they like Chad Bradford because dude fucking didn't give up home runs.
We're going to move on. We played this game already with an episode with Mike. Is Mike here? Where's Mike? Mike? Where's Mike?
Mic check. Failed.
Mike's not here. I never published this episode because Mike ruined it because he's all like, oh, this is shit. This is blah, 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 blah.
Seems on par.
So
what a Debbie Downer.
Yeah. So, Eric, you got to turn away. Take your microphone with you. I'll mute you for a second so you can move it. We're going to play the game Grammys.
Grammy? I thought we were playing Name of the Year.
No, we're playing Grammys because I couldn't think of anything for Name of the Year. So we're going to do, it's literally the same fucking questions I did last time. Like, nothing's changed. Eric, you're good. You don't have to go 20 feet away. Like, all you had to do is move to where you can't see the TV.
Well, now I'm over here, so.
Okay. So Eric's in, like, Studio C and a half right now. All right. So,
he in your bedroom? Yeah. Is he with Leah?
No, he's right now on the nightstand next to the couch.
Leah, tap out if you need to.
All right, so Grammys. So I'm going to say Grammy nominations or wins